Hello, how might the portrayal of women in contemporary horror films, especially through themes of struggle, fear, and survival, serve as a vehicle for exploring the advance of female empowerment? Well, it's like obvious because females who survived the situation of that a man could not survive and that a man has died, or people who have died, and it's basically showing the human spirit is unwavering through woman, and that really brings women into empowerment for surviving such a tragedy or such a horrific event, showing that even the weakest or the strongest of us can come on top, basically. And then number two, building on Linda's willing concept of body genre, how do horror films engage in female spectator differently from other genres such as melodrama? What does physical reactions, fear, shock, disgust of female viewers reveal about gender expressions of pleasure and control? Well, for instance, like in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, one's in control and one is not, and that's two sides of them. And the one who's not in control, the woman will show disgust towards, and not want to be anywhere near that, while the one is a man of gentleman and the one who is cautious about his other partner and counter self. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that, excuse me, experience of pleasure and control, melodrama. I'm gonna go to number three real quick. What? Why? I still have time. Why am I talking about? Sheesh, I thought I was rushing for this. All right, so I guess when you think about the body of genres with horror films, the female spectators differently from others, such as melodrama, and females in horror movies are usually the voice of reason, and melodrama they're like the overly, I want to say, dramatic one, like oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, or this happened, or that happened. While in horror movie, they're the bright ones and they're the smart ones who know what's up and are alerted and observant of little things and that. Like in A Quiet Place, this is the mother who's always on point and is always keeping an eye out and keeping the children in check, and is always observant and watching for everyone. And it's the daughter who's, I mean, I could spoil the whole movie, but now that I think about it, I probably should do that. But yeah, so watch The Quiet Place because usually the woman who, the mother keeps track of everything, and the dad is doing his best as he can, and everyone else. Okay, why do you think number three? Why do you think so many young women are drawn to horror films today? Can you relate to the? Okay, so why the reason why women are drawn to horror films today is because some women are really like that stuff. Okay, I met tons of girls who like watching horror films and everything, and really are into Scream, to Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, and for some reason Jigsaw. They really like the, I guess, smart intelligence or the murder mystery kind of thing. You know, kind of weird. And why are they so drawn to it? I don't know. Maybe it's because it shows women being clever and women seeing through things, and they like to see that, to solve it or put it together or see an outcome that they can overcome, so they can be prepared mentally and have fortitude for what's ahead that they are unprepared for. You know, kind of gives you that feeling, a readiness for this unprepared situation. And then, can you relate to the idea of horror allows films to confront fears or explore feminist theme like desire, independence, vulnerability, and resilience in a unique way? Yeah, that's what I just said. It's like gives you this empowerment that someone came against these odds, that it's zero for survival and there's zero of chance of coming out unscathed, and they overcome it. And they overcome it and they achieve it either with trauma, of course, but also with more strength and more confidence when they're coming through this stuff. It's like Resident Evil, or what you call it. There's a bunch of things about it. I'm trying to think of one. Like Tremors. Is Tremors considered a horror film? I don't think so. I'm trying to think like a bunch of other movies and horror things. Well, anyways, yeah, I say yeah, it does empower you and make you feel like you can do it too. Like if they do it and they found a way, you too can do it. So yep, that's about it. Thank you.